Okay, you guys, this rabbit hole has layers, sequels, and a spin off. And yes, Mama Tot walked into the plot. Girl, I blinked once and Cupcake video hit 45 million views. Then an ex husband rolled in with full custody, a mugshot, and a list of alleged lies along enough to need a scroll bar. I'm sorry, what? Besties, be so serious because this is not just drama. It is the kind of chaos that multiplies when you look at it. And the part where Mama Tot boosts the main character, yeah, it turns the volume up to stadium level. Brace yourselves, the receipts have sibling. We're talking quick setup. Who? Why now? We're talking Elisabeth Teckenbrock. On TikTok or IG, she's the strong single mom who filmed herself baking cupcakes on her birthday so her kids could sing to her. She looked soft, innocent, relatable, like the internet's favorite neighbor with a frosting bag. Why now? Because behind the frosting, there is a long trail of scams, fraud, grifting, manipulation, theft, and lies, as alleged by others, plus a mega creator co-sign from Mama Tot that supercharged the story and allegedly made it easier for people to get hurt. Real talk, this could have real consequences.
Mama Tot believes Elisabeth Teckenbrock? I ain't surprised. I made probably last year a video saying that I do not like Mama Tot. Never have cared for her. It's not one of those, I mean, it is one of those I don't vibe with her, but I also get a different energy off Mama Tot to where I feel like that she is an opportunist. Come at me as you will, I don't care. I feel like that she does what she has to do to get what she needs or wants. Sorry.
Elisabeth posts a tearful May 2024 TikTok. She's crying while baking her own birthday cupcakes. Caption, being a single mom is making your own birthday cake on your birthday so that your babies can feel happy that they are singing to you. Lower caption, geez, I'm tired of hurting. The internet melts. Over 45 million views. People are touched. They see sacrifice, resilience, and a mom trying to make her kids smile through the pain. Nobody is ready for the backstory. Instant reaction, the algorithm loves a tear. The comments were basically passing tissues and the virtual sprinkles. Teaser, and then the ex speaks loudly. Enter Andrew Cormier, Elizabeth's ex-husband. He posts a TikTok saying he has full custody of the kids and that Elizabeth allegedly owes over $21,000 in child support. He shows documents. He shares a mugshot tied to Hillsborough County, Florida, and mentions a bad check at Seacoast Bank. He lists alleged felony level stuff, grand theft, third degree, and 2 counts of cash deposit item with intent to defraud. From single mom cupcake tears to no custody and a folder of receipts is a plot twist no one ordered. The audacity is unclear.
This person is in here and they said that they just wanted to rent her house. And I'd love to give them a little bit more attention and any questions that they have. So I'm kind of looking for their comments. She said she is 93 days sober. No, she is not even 3 hours sober. It's lagging. Oh no. Peace, love, and AC. Yeah, you can join the live without putting your camera on if that helps any. Thank you for the coffee. Living the fake dream. We said no? Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't see it. So it's 2 people? Okay, so I'm guessing it's, yeah. Where is your house? You don't necessarily say where, but like, is it Tampa? Is it St. Pete? Is it Clearwater? Like what area? Were you aware? Oh, in Largo? Were you aware of her or did you look for her or, I guess how did that all happen? She does. Thank you for saying that, Ashley. Thanks for messaging and saying that. It means a lot to me, honestly. She deleted her socials, yeah. Her wheelie closet is packed and ready to go. No, didn't know her, but searched her after she applied. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, she, what kind of, was she looking for roommates or was she trying to rent it on her own? I don't know if you can say those type of details. But no, she was just doing substances allegedly last week. No, her and her daughter. Oh, gotcha. Hey, thank you for the popular. Thank you for the heart me. She's back on IG, kind of. I heard that. I have custody of my two, the youngest two. Yeah, she's definitely looking for a spot. She's looking for a place. She needs a place desperately. Yeah, she did make a video about a week ago, basically admitting that she has not been sober. I guess. Was that her longest relationship? Yeah, probably. We were together almost 4 years. Yeah, it was her own word. She needs to upgrade. 4-door requirement. Yeah, 3 doors. Or we dodged.
If you think that was the twist, there is a whole season. Andrew alleges Elisabeth faked stage 4 cancer to raise money and that she rarely saw their children because she was out socializing. He opens a dedicated page, Reinventing Elisabeth, and starts a series. He calls out narc behavior, fake court documents, pretending to be an attorney, abandoning pets, and more. Again, his claims backed, he says, with documents and screenshots.
Elisabeth has stolen over $400,000 from someone, over $800,000 from 2 people, and a lot more money from other people. She's also catfished many, many people. She convinced people that she was on her deathbed, that she's on a ventilator. She has catfished people as her friends, or as lawyers, or as FBI agents, or doctors, or real estate agents, to be able to scam them more and really like attack them from multiple angles. It is insane. It is so crazy. She has forged not only arrest documents, medical records, court documents, but also bank statements. That's insane. Also, obviously highly illegal, right? Now, Elisabeth is in her like current part of her very well-known cycle. It is a merry-go-round that I cannot get off of, unfortunately. Come on, you ain't getting me off, I'm getting you on. And she is in the part right now where she's like ghosting and like going silent, doesn't talk to like almost anybody, is quiet on social media, deactivates her accounts, whatever. And then from there, she will come back on, say she wants to do better, start blaming her ex-husband again, claiming that she's a survivor of domestic abuse, also say that she did actually have cancer, but she didn't, and she exaggerated it. Saying that you have stage 4 cancer and that you're on your deathbed is, the girl, that's not just exaggerating, that's diabolical. And then from there, gets called out again, and then the cycle just continues and continues, and she's like, no, I'm doing better, I'm going to therapy, blah, blah. Here's a voiceover of like me making coffee. Very strange. But right now she's in that let's stay silent moment, which is interesting because we have interviewed so many people for the podcast. We've talked to so many people. It's truly been insane talking to these victims, and I think that's why she's being so silent right now, because she knows that the second season of the podcast is coming, and that it's probably not going to be very feasible for her to recover in terms of like the court of public opinion. So if you want to fall down that rabbit hole, go ahead and listen to the Elisabeth podcast, and we would love to have you over there. Quick note, our TikTok account, the Elisabeth podcast, did get taken down for impersonating someone, which is hilarious. So we don't have a TikTok account right now. I might try to make one again. It's probably going to get taken down again, unfortunately. But you can listen to the audio-only limited series Elisabeth podcast wherever you get your podcast. I'm a little bit biased, though, and I would like you to listen to it on Spotify.
My eyes, my ears, my spirit, you guys. Top comment said it fast. If you need a multi-part series to explain your ex, maybe your ex is a docuseries. And then she replies with tears and a hello. Elisabeth posts a reply. She says she won't drag the father of her children online, then starts explaining that Andrew is a Scientologist. Her claim, extremely abusive and allegedly threatened to destroy her if she did not delete TikTok. She explains custody this way. When she left due to abuse, well, which are her words, she had no money. He was a doctor and he gave her an ultimatum, sign the custody papers so she could still see the kids. She says she still hosts their parties and sees them. Tears re-enter the chart.
Hi. I want to first start this video by saying this is not to bring a single bit of hate to Andrew, and I will never do that. I haven't done that on my page before, and I won't do it now, no matter who he is, which has always been the case because I will never bring the parent of my children down, because that's not okay for them. Putting the things on the internet for my kids to one day see because of who he is, I will never do it for them because it's not the right thing to do. And Andrew has created websites, TikToks, essentially everything since I left him. I think that is probably the Scientologist aspect of his life. If you go on the website, there's actually Scientologist links that he's added there. I don't know if anyone is familiar with that, but getting out of a Scientologist mindset in a relationship is not a good thing and not an easy thing. Andrew is extremely abusive and has always been extremely abusive. Laying low or staying under is essentially what I have felt a lot of years was the right thing for me to do. He told me the morning that he posted the video, if I deleted my social media, he would not do what he's doing, would not destroy my life. He says that he will not take them down unless I...
Instant reaction followed by details that talk about him. Okay, but why is the bar underground? Would you guys sign custody papers under pressure or fight it out in court? Be honest. The internet is about to pick a side very loudly.
Deleted social media to try to limit access to problems. I have been so mentally not okay since that happened. But in the state of Florida, whoever makes the most, well, first I'll start by the custody, okay, because that's what we're all talking about. I see my children. I see all my children. I don't not see my children. I'm the one who hosts their birthday parties. I'm the one who puts them to bed. I'm the one who does everything until he pulls them away. And the reason by that is the agreement that you guys have seen online is when I first left him out of abuse, I had no resources, no money, nothing. He was a doctor. And he said, if you sign these papers, nothing will change on when you see them. And I will not ruin your life. I will leave you alone.
So, Mama Tot, loved for comforting grieving moms after losing her son in a crossfire during a substance deal gone wrong, addresses the situation. She calls Andrew's page a vendetta. She paints him as abusive and narcissistic in her words and publicly chooses Team Elisabeth. She tells her millions of followers to support Elisabeth.
Hey, Mama Tot. Good morning. If you're not Mama Tot, you can scroll because this drama there's a lot to it, okay? There's a big rabbit hole where about a year ago, Mama Tot co-signed on a girl for crying over cupcake. Some people call her the crying cupcake mom. Elisabeth Teckenbrock, more than Elizabeth. And because of this, a lot of people donated to this Elisabeth Teckenbrock's fake nonprofit. I happen to be one of these people that donated to this fake nonprofit. And what did this Elisabeth Teckenbrock do with this fake nonprofit donation? She took my credit card information and took more money. Well, Mama Tot, now that it has come out that at least 20 other people have been scammed by this woman and she has an FBI investigation, I'm just curious, are you ever going to say anything about her? Because you refuse to say anything about Mama Slots, but now you've got two people that you were besties with that are huge, prolific scam artists, and now you're starting to look a little iffy. So I'm just curious here. Are you ever gonna say anything, or are you just gonna pretend to be bullied every time someone asks you to, do the right thing?
Now, nope. Jail, immediate jail. For the takes, not the person. Because when a mega creator points, the crowd moves. The comment that had me clicking, we skipped due diligence and went straight to duet diligence. The endorsement effects, not cute. Elizabeth's followers jumped from 30K to hundreds of thousands. People who hadn't even heard of her now see her through Mama Tot colored glasses. Andrew's page gets swarmed. Mass reports, harassment. At one point, he's dragged off TikTok temporarily as the account gets overwhelmed. In his comments and across TikTok, he's labeled a liar and an obsessed psycho by angry users riding with Elisabeth.
As many of you know, there was a fraudulent copyright infringement claim on my original account for my viral video that I stitched, my own original video. And then on this day, I reposted that video. So the same video got the 2 violations. I have been appealing it, and I've been doing my best to get that account back. But at this time, I have not been able to successfully do that. Again, this is an attempt to silence me and stop me from sharing my experience with inventing Elisabeth. So I have had to create a new page so I can continue the content. Again, the content was not the issue. It was this fraudulent copyright claim that I am still appealing and trying to get the other account back. But in the meantime, I want to get back to the story. So I'm going to be posting on this account. It might take me a while to get up to the story in present time, but for those, this will be a great opportunity for anyone that has wanted to watch the series but has been overwhelmed by the over 100 episodes that I've already dropped. So this is your time to catch up, because I'm going to be posting back again only a few episodes a day. So this will be a great time for people to catch up and watch the series as I repost it. So if you've been intimidated by how much content, or if you've been intimidated by how much information is there and how long it will take, well, now we can start this journey over together. So if you haven't been following along, this will be a great chance to really follow along with it, because I'm going to be posting on this account from the beginning, starting with the pilot, the original season 1, episode 1 video. They do not want the world or the app or anyone to know how horrible they are. They don't want anyone to know the horrible things they've done, like faking cancer, opening up a false charity, falsifying documents, pretending to be attorneys, forging other documents, stealing over $2 million on record. Much more though. This person does not want you to know that they have left and abandoned children. Not much has changed since the original response video for me. She's now still $26,000 in back owed child support. She does not have her license to this day. And just recently, she left her dogs abandoned and was also sued by her podcast manager. So these things have only expanded since that original video, and we will continue to unfold that here in the story. So this person is going to fight tooth and nail because they are being exposed here and now, and we are doing that. And it's not just me. A lot of our other victims are speaking out on other episodes or other platforms and other podcasts. So sooner that you get over the fact that it's not just me as the only victim, there are many victims, and we are here and we're going to share it. And I'm happy to say that we're going to continue the journey, and I'm excited. I think this is going to be another opportunity to have a lot of people start the journey over with us. Maybe you'll see things that you didn't pick up the first time, and now that you know more things, you might see things differently when you watch again. So this is not a setback. This was a minor speed bump. We're still trying to get the other account going. Because that account is not back, we'll be starting the series here for now. So buckle up, enjoy. With that all said, I welcome you all to Inventing Elisabeth presents Unraveled, the series. Enjoy.
Instant reaction: when your support turns into a digital mob, we lost the plot. Rate the audacity from 1 to 10. Go. And the alleged victims, they try to speak. It does not go well. People besides Andrew claim they were scammed by Elisabeth. Oof, lies, fake GoFundMes, sob stories, their accounts. When they share, they are harassed, bullied, and doxxed by overzealous fans. Some leave TikTok entirely. Meanwhile, Andrew says his new account, after one got banned for copyright infringement he says he did not commit, is also attacked. Other creators posting critical content report suspicions or shadow bans. There is even the Elisabeth podcast compiling stories from Tampa Bay Fox, who say they were targeted, again, their claims. Now, be so serious. Scaring alleged victims off the internet is not advocacy. Patterns don't just repeat, they speed run. From the original rabbit hole list, scams, fraud, grifting, manipulation, theft, lies, and a soft innocent persona that reels people in. Repeated claims of fake cancer, depending on what she needed, a fake DV clarity, posing as an attorney or even an FBI agent, forged court or hospital email documents, abandoned pets, and overall millions alleged taken or attempted. This is how people describe the pattern. The brand is I'm harding. The business model is allegedly you will be. Am I dramatic or is this actually insane? The timeline is suspicious. Let's count it down. Besties, let's line up the chaos receipts like a messy TikTok playlist. May 2024, Elisabeth drops the cupcake video, crying into frosting, and the internet eats it up. Sympathy isn't just flooding in, it's basically Noah's Ark at this point. Soon after, boom, Andrew rolls in with the custody files, child support numbers, and yes, a mugshot. It's giving courtroom crossover episode. He's basically like, y'all are crying over sprinkles while I'm holding felony. Then Elizabeth posts the classic I won't drag him speech while simultaneously dragging him like a rolling suitcase through TSA. The crocodile tears are working overtime. Next, Mama Tot clocks in, grabs the mic, and says she's Team Elizabeth. And when Mom Tot says jump, the followers don't just jump, they start a trampoline park. Andrew and critics get bulldozed in the comments. After actual alleged victims try to speak up, but besties, their voices get drowned out like background music in a club when the bass drops. The mob was loud and empathy went mute. Meanwhile, ongoing, cue the I've Changed saga. She pops up every other week with a reform video that sounds like a remix of the last one, right before, allegedly, a new scam psycho drop. Every act of this timeline feels like a plot twist wrapped in tears, with a teaser trailer for the next scandal. And besties, have you noticed the math? Why do the biggest reformed speeches always seem to drop right after the next round of receipts goes live? Coincidence or just marketing? Buckle up because two besties, Morgan and Megan, say they met Elizabeth through mutuals and thought she was cool. They invite her out for tacos and she arrives with heavy stories. Her brother unalived due to an overdose, her house broken into. Out of empathy, they let her stay with them temporarily. They say she triangulates them, telling Megan that Morgan is coming on to her, while Elizabeth herself allegedly makes aggressive advances on Morgan. She calls a near stranger her number one best friend. After 2 weeks and tries to invite her over, she tells them she has a 48 million US dollar trust fund, that her grandma and father are basically near Duke status in Canada, and that she's a surgeon. Yet she doesn't pay bills and lets them cover everything. On Megan's birthday, Elizabeth offers to cook, claims she spent $150 on groceries, but the friend says they paid because Elizabeth's Instacart did not work. They say she told multiple versions of the cancer story. She faked stage 4 to get out of DV with Andrew, her claim, but she says she still has stage 1, keeping sympathy active. That is when the friends start to get suspicious. Sunday night, they get a moment alone, compare notes, and realize the math is not mathing. They decide to head home. Elizabeth asks Megan if she can carry her purse. Inside, there is $200,000. There's $200 cash, IDs, and a credit card. Before they even get home, charges start hitting the card. The cash is gone. They scramble, block the card, and according to them, need security to get the card back from Elizabeth. Then they block her everywhere and learn she told the same life stories to their whole friend group. 5 days? That's not a red flag. That's not a red flag. That is a red runaway. Sound off, besties. Team, we did a good deed and got burned, or team, we should have vetted sooner. And it's not the only money story. Andrew says 2 men lost roughly 800K and 500K within 6 months. Besties, hold my iced coffee. Nearly $1 million gone in the time it takes to binge a Netflix season. That's not a scam. That's a subscription service with premium chaos. Who is writing these checks and why does Elizabeth allegedly have Jedi mind tricks on lock? Another person, through a friend on a live, says, Elizabeth spun the classic sob story. I'm fleeing DV. I'm an optometrist. I need a family law attorney. And the poor man, he hands her a vehicle and $20K in under a week, like it's Amazon Prime delivery. They got the car back, but the money, honey, that went on an apartment vacation with no postcards. And the chorus so keeps spinning. Another woman donates to a non-profit Elizabeth promoted, and suddenly her card starts acting like it's on a spring break in Miami. Extra charges left and right. Then we've got the infamous Instagram closet sales. People pay, expecting cute clothes, and instead get the fashion ghost treatment. Not a crop top, not a sock, not even tracking info. Nada. Forget the bar underground. It's in the Mariana Trench. The audacity is scuba diving with Nemo. The math did not just say we are closed. It shut down the whole mall. So if you thought the purse fiasco was peak messy, besties, these big money scams make it look like monopoly money. And right when the smoke should be settling, that is when Elisabeth loves to hit play on her greatest hit, the I'm Changing ballad, remixed and re-uploaded every time the plot hits maximum mess. And the I'm Changing arc? Elizabeth tells the internet this year she's getting treatment, working on a change, and acknowledges wrongdoing. She even says she's done worse than people think. She calls herself a pathological liar since childhood and says she never told the truth. Her words. She says she won't address Andrew again. She says seeing everything online will hurt her kids in the future, and that hurts her. And that hurts her. But also, actions have Google footprint. She repeats that the Scientology and DV parts were real. Her claim, but at this point, many viewers don't know what to believe. She says she'll grow and do better, but then the cycle allegedly repeats. It's funny until it's not, and we just crossed that line. Would you guys believe a changed speech after these many replays? The silence from the cosign is loud. Here's the problem. Mama Todd was loud when she took Team Elizabeth. She called Andrew a narcissist, an abuser, said his page was a vendetta, and told her followers to support Elizabeth. That's not a little nudge, that's a green light on the highway. But now, silence. Not nearly as loud as the original support. Not a clear walk back. Not a big hey with what we know now. Let's not harass people. I mean, be so for real. If you turn the crowd on, you can help turn it off. Should big creators publicly denounce bad endorsements or stay quiet and move on? Let's tie the threads and breathe. Sympathy online is a currency. Tears plus kids plus illness language equals fast trust. Add an innocent face and soft voice. You've got a funnel. Add and sprinkle in the I'm changing speeches for retention. Boom. Life cycle marketing of chaos. And when a mega creator validates it, the crowd becomes the campaign. The algorithm loves a victim arc. Scammers love an algorithm. We need a fraud ad blocker for real life. A cupcake, 45 million views, an ex with full custody, a mug shot, and 21k child support claims, a response with tears, and Scientology DV angles. A mega creator endorsement that turns the tide, alleged victims speaking up and getting buried, claims stacking, fake cancers, fake documents, fake jobs, forged emails, abandoned pets, millions allegedly in play. A 5-day friend fiasco with a purse, $200 cash, credit card charges, and security to get the card back. Then the old familiar song, I'm changing. I need water. What now? No pitchforks, no bullying, but accountability, yes. If you help platform someone who hurt people, say something. Denounce the behavior. Apologize to those who got harassed. In your name. Use that big microphone to protect that next person who might fall for a sob story with a shopping cart attached. That goes for any creator, not only Mama Todd. And for viewers, hold two truths. Compassion and caution. You can be kind and still ask for receipts. Besties, what would you do if you boosted someone and then found out this mess? Public correction, private DM, or total silence? Sound off, team address it or team stay out of it? Would you guys still donate after this story, or are we on nope boundaries only? Anyways, loves, that's today's chaos. What do we think? Be nice and drink water and send receipts. All right, group chat adjourned. Mwah.